Perfect.
Hey, y'all. Hey. Welcome back. Happy Friday. Welcome to the newest edition of the Queens of Boxing Talk. I am Nik-J, and this is my player partner, Boxiana the Menace. How you doing, friend? You're on mute.
Yeah, no, I was doing just fine. I got robbed for my fancy water. I came out here, was finna get ready to stunt, but my son is here and decided that you don't need this. Let me have that for you. So, yeah.
Nephew stealing fancy waters?
He definitely stole it and drunk half of it and was like, here you go. I was like, this is, hey, he's like, Mom, I only drink a little bit. Yeah, like, I literally had this much left. It was the Boss water, friend. I thought I was bossing up on something too. Like,
oh, is that like a name brand or something? I've never heard of Boss water.
It is. It's the glass container water. It's the glass container water.
Don't ever call me Bougetto again. Like, ever.
Blame yourself. You know why? Because you started taking me to Vegas, making me drink water out of containers that I'm not used to drinking water out of. Now I get home and I want to expand my water horizon. Now I'm bougie. That's crazy. I would not believe the stuff she had me drinking in Vegas, y'all. Please.
My bad, Cypher 22, not Voss water. I do know Voss water. I'm sorry. Excuse me. My goodness. Y'all come on in the room, hit the like button. I know we've been off. You know, we missed Sunday because Sunday was Mother's Day. How was your Mother's Day, by the way?
It was Mother's Day, friend. It was Mother's Day. You know, my boy is coming back to me now, so I don't have to worry about him leaving anymore. So yeah, I know my kid will be back in the house, so it'll be a better Mother's Day. Probably.
When I tell you I'm struggling, I'm letting my nails breathe right now, and looking at them on the screen is making me rethink this decision. I said I was going to keep them off throughout. What is this? We're in what, May, June. I wasn't going to put them back on until probably Juneteenth, but I'm struggling. I'm on the struggle bus.
Well, I'm not putting a wig on to my birthday, so if I can keep the wig off until my birthday, you can keep the nails off until Juneteenth.
Well, you know, you have said a thing, and I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna stick to it, y'all. We're gonna make sure she sticks to it too. Her birthday is in October.
Okay, literally, I'm turning 40 in 5 months, you guys.
Welcome to the club.
So cold though, baby. I got a wig so cold. When I do,
is she cold? She got a name?
Yeah, not yet. I don't even want to name her, friend. I name her. I might become her. We just gonna leave her in the bag and let her shut up until October 29th.
Y'all come on in the room. We missed you guys. There was a fight last Saturday that we are going to go over. I know we've all seen it, and were outraged because of the outcome. So we'll discuss that a little bit, and we'll get on with the rest of the boxing news that happened this week. You guys come on in the room, share the episode. We got 59 people in here right now. Let me go ahead and share it on my Twitter. If you have a Twitter account, share it on your Twitter as well. Make sure we get some folks up in here, because our numbers have been cutting up and dropping a little bit. I don't know if YouTube tripping with us, or if the people just, hating and ain't hitting the like button and whatnot. I don't know. But I need y'all to come on in the room. Hit that like button, please and thank you. Welcome to the room. First in line, we got RT. Hey, RT, welcome to the Queen's Court. Hey, Sticks and Jabs, how you doing? Nakia, make them freeze. Corbin is in the house. Canelo dug me. DP Rocker, how you doing? DP Rocker, I don't know why you don't have a wrench, honey. You have been here for forever. Let me, friend, you gonna hook him up?
You always ask me to do that, and I never can. Let me see. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me see if I can do it from in here. Just hold on. You don't do it, let me try to do it.
On DP Rocker, because you have been here far too long to not have a wrench.
Nah.
Hold on 1 second. Let me gather you right now. I don't know why it ain't letting me, but I'm going to get you. Hold on. Here we go. DP Rocker. I see you. And I got you. Boom. All right. DP Rocker's in the house. Marcus, how you doing? Georgia Peach Denise is in the house. How you doing, Queen? What's going down? Blue Arc. Ambrose West. Harvey Johnson, how you doing? You barbecuing this weekend? Because he barbecued for fun, friend. He just barbecued for fun. He put stuff on the grill just because he want to see it look pretty.
I'm going to tell you on my Annie. Y'all be acting funny sometimes. Y'all know I ain't that far. I'll come sit up over your house because Nick ain't here. All you got to do is call me.
He got something on the grill every weekend. I don't care if it's raining outside. He got meat on the grill. Okay. And it ain't just meat on the grill. He's a barbecue connoisseur. Okay, he experiment with different woods and different seasonings and all kind of stuff. I was sitting at the house last weekend, and here comes some Amazon boxes. He bust open the boxes. It's seasoning. I don't know nobody who ain't got no restaurant that just get barbecue seasoning sent to the house. But it'd be so good, though. It'd be so good.
Look, throw me some corn on there. As long as I can give me some corn on there, I'm straight.
It'd be so good, friend. And my mama would say they're a tag team. This is what you do in retirement. This is what they do in retirement. She in there busting down whole chickens and seasoning them to damnation. And then he throw them on the grill and smoke them. And they just, yeah. Anyway, hey y'all. Mo 2013, what's going down? Mo, you and Harvey gonna have to have a cook-off or something, because I know you be, flambeing too and whatnot. Mm-hmm. OG Mr. Munt, how you doing? Pablo Escobar is in the house. Hey, Keisha Sellers, girl. Sean Terrence is here. Black Martial Arts Society. I see you. Bullet, where have you been? Thank you for coming through, Bullet. How you doing? Shogun 76 is here. K Mix, hey K girl, how are you? Cypher 22 is in the house. Thank you so much for coming through. Oh, mob me, please. You know what, Cypher? I see you in other chats, and you have great decorum and whatnot. Now, if I give you these blue letters, I want you to come in here and act like you got some sense. Okay? All right. Okay. Who else we got up in here? G-Ball with the first super chat of the night. Thank you so much for putting some color in the chat. He says, I missed y'all. Looking forward to the show. Nik-J, you gotta come to the back call sometime. Look, I be trying to back call sometimes, G-Ball, but I really do work during the daytime. And I have to be hands-on with my people in my office. So I just don't have the time. I really don't. I tried, but if I come back there, I'll just be back there listening. I can't participate. So, I might pull up. I ain't gonna promise, but I might. Okay. Who we got in here? Who else we got? Phenomenal Mexican is in the house. How you doing? He say Boxiana drinks Dasani in a Voss container.
Yeah, you know what? Let me go ahead and give you that rollover vacation. I can't do that from here. I can't do nothing else from here, but I can give you a rollover vacation from here. So y'all, you tell everybody good night. Remember when before Django started shooting everybody, he said, "Tell her good night." That's what's gonna happen to you. Tell everybody good night, cause you finna get out of here right now.
Well, a condo, LDBC or nothing. How are you this evening? How you doing? Hey, mommy, how are you? Hey, Tavares Hall, what's going down? Bella Faith, hey, cousin girl, how you doing? Who else we got? My real cousin is in the house. Hey, Quell, how you doing? Wait a minute, did I skip somebody? No, I didn't. Okay. Quell is here. Jason Williams is here. Who else we got? That's it. Okay, now listen. Let's get right on to it. We're gonna go back in time. Anyway, we're gonna go back to last week's fight. All right. We had Raymond Murtaugh, and he was fighting Abduliev. All right. Now, some of y'all don't remember who Abduliev is, but the easiest way for me to make y'all remember who Abduliev is he's an Eastern European, but he's an Eastern European that Devin Haney made quit on the stool when Devin had them Dapper Dan Gucci trunks on that time, and he was looking real fly that one time. I was like, okay, big thing. He had beat Abduliev up real bad, and he didn't want to come back out after like the 5th or 6th round. Anyway, he had lost the fight since then. Okay, so he was on the up. He was on the come up. And then he ran into Raymond Murtaugh. That's how they say his name. And Raymond won a unanimous decision. And they was in there thumping a little bit. Now, I don't know if I would have given him a unanimous decision. Probably so, but the scorecards were a little wide for me. But Abduliev was looking like that movie, The Mask, by the face after the fight. Friend, did you see his face?
I did. He looked very stretched to the maximum. He looked like Oscar's face after he get his Botox injections. Very tight.
It was.
And
See there? See. Harvey sending me pictures of meat that he done put on the thing. See, I knew it. See.
Good. Up to no good. Up to
no good.
Yeah. Everybody's been talking about Raymond's last couple of performances and how they ain't been all that great. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see a lot of people were quiet after this. They didn't have much to say after that. I want him to go ahead and move forward. Like, get his good and next ready. He deserves that. I want him to be great, friend. I really, really do.
I do too. I like Raymond. He's definitely a player at 135. He's over at top rank with the rest of the player. Well, let me not say the rest because there's only Keyshawn over there. But there is Lomachenko over there. And in that fight, we were notified that Lomachenko has until, drum roll, my birthday, October 8th, to decide or notify them if he's coming back or not. If not, Raymond Murtaugh will be upgraded to the full champion. Okay. And so with that, I'm sure he would have an opportunity at some point to fight the winner of this fight coming up with Keyshawn Davis. Who is Keyshawn fighting? I forgot. Who is? Oh, De Los Santos. De Los Santos. If Keyshawn, and to me, that's a big if. I know a lot of y'all don't feel like it, but to me, that's a big if. If Keyshawn is victorious over De Los Santos, then we could be looking at a unification with him and Raymond down the line. Very funny and interesting, though. Raymond, after his fight, he was asked about unifying. And he was like, I ain't really worried about him like that. I'll be trying to fight my mandatory. Raymond. Raymond, that ain't really what you were supposed to say. You was supposed to say, I want all the smoke. Friend, did you like that response? How did you feel about that response from Raymond?
I love responses, but that wasn't the one I was expecting. He was supposed to come through, beast the street with his shirt, you know what I'm saying, bust his shirt open and show his stuff. He didn't do that. I need to know that you guys want it. And I seen people. Did you see Ugas trying to like tell Brian Norman Jr. that he ain't gonna go very far with his attitude?
I did.
Y'all got the Amanda Serrano effect, and I don't like that. Mm-hmm. Boxing is a combat sport. You supposed to be gritty and grimy. You supposed to talk a little crazy to folks, like
minus the racism.
Yeah, you ain't supposed to make them feel comfortable. It ain't supposed to be a comfortable feeling. You're not supposed to get in the ring and say, "Oh, I'm gonna go back with my team." Until they cite them after fight interviews. Every time a microphone in your face, you better be saying somebody's name.
Well, after that, he did come back after he was interviewed by, reporters after the fight. He said, yeah, he could get it. We'll fight him. I guess he changed his tune. Somebody must have tapped him on the shoulder and said, hey, that's not a good look. But do you think Loma's coming back before do you know what? You don't think so? You don't think so? Okay.
Loma's done. I think Loma is finished. I think Devin beat up Loma into a new wave of life. So here we are. It's called retirement. Enjoy it, boo. Enjoy it for you. Because where are you? You just completely disappeared. Nobody's seen you since.
He has. Well, we saw him one other time. He beat up George Kambosos. And then everybody was like, he's back. Loma's back. He's back. Yeah,
phenomenal. He beat up Kambosos? Ooh.
Well, Kambosos is about to fight Richardson Hitchison. So
ooh, that doesn't give me the Mufasa feeling that I want to feel.
Well, I'm with Bullet Gibson. Bullet, I think that's an awesome matchup. Raymond versus Andy
Cruz got 7.5 fights, y'all. No.
He's a decorated amateur who stayed amateur too long.
No,
he's ready. No. If he's going to get a shot at any of them, I think Mortala would be the one.
Andy Cruz got 7.5 fights.
Friend, how many did Loma have when he got his shot?
Well, then you know what? Andy Cruz ain't Loma.
He kind of is a little bit.
Kind of, but he ain't. Loma a better fighter.
We don't know that yet.
We do know that.
Loma
we do know Loma is a better fighter than Andy Cruz, friend.
I don't know that yet.
Just because Andy Cruz beat Keyshawn, it's not giving me the Mufasa feeling.
I don't know that.
Loma is a better fighter than Andy Cruz, friend. I'm sorry.
I don't know that yet. I don't know that. Thank you so much, 88 Sports Talk. He says, I ain't seen you in a while either. He says, they say Loma has back issues. That might require surgery or retirement. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that as well. I heard that. I think you think, now Sean Terrence, this is not a bad one. What say you about this? Andy versus Dennis. Dennis Varenchek, who Keyshawn beat.
Andy Cruz got 7.5 fights.
Friend, if he can't beat Dennis, you don't think he can beat Dennis?
Y'all, they didn't let Andy Cruz get too hyped up in the wave. I don't think Andy Cruz is that good.
Friend, really?
I do not.
You don't think he can beat Dennis?
No, and you know what I seen somebody say? Somebody said, I got a hating thing against Spanish fighters. And because it started with Errol Belanga, and then I had something to say about Jaime Munguia, and now Andy Cruz. I just don't think, just because he beat Keyshawn, he's not the world dominator. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think he's a world dominator, but I think he's damn good.
Okay, well, let's say he beat Dennis. Who else do Andy beat with 8 professional fights after that?
Let's see. Who else is at 135? If he beats Dennis, depending on what happens with De Los Santos. I wouldn't mind seeing him in there with Edwin.
Edwin beat the brakes off that boy.
You think so?
Edwin beat the brakes off that boy. Andy Cruz ain't all that good, friend. No.
We have never vehemently disagreed on something so
Yeah,
much.
not so much. Not so much. I am not high on
Hmm.
Cruz, friend. I think he good. But and Edwin dog walk him, friend, in a very, very bad way.
Eric says Abduliev. If he wants to see him fight Abduliev just lost to Muratalla.
I'm not mad at that. Kid Austin, I'm good with that. And yes,
Okay.
Bullet, yes, he did fight somebody with 10 fights and a huge amateur background. But Andy Cruz, Andy Cruz is not. It's not that man. So let's.
I like Andy Cruz, actually. I like Andy Cruz, and I like that he is fighting meaningful fights in his tender professional career, in his young, tender professional career. He's fighting good fights that are prepping him for a fast track in the division. So I like it. I like it a lot. We saw him get hurt that one time, and he pressed through and ended up getting the victory unanimously, or he either stopped that dude, whatever the case may be. We saw him under fire early, and he was able to recover and still come forward and fight and get the victory. So that to me spoke volumes about him, because truth be told, he probably shouldn't have been in that fight so early in his career, but he found a way to win. So I like that about him. Farmer is a good fight for him too. Padley would be a good fight for him. People like that. Okay. All right. Okay. So there was that. And then there was the main event. Okay, the main event was the Cowboy Navarrete versus Charlie Suarez. Now, that was a fight that we did predictions for, and I said Charlie Suarez was going to win that fight. You picked Navarrete. The fight ended up being, what was it? Did he win? They gave it to Navarrete after the cut?
I thought it was end up being whatever they do.
It went to the scorecards
No,
because it was after round 4.
I thought it was no contest, friend.
It went to the scorecard initially. It went to the scorecard because it was after.
No contest, friend.
It was, but initially in the ring, it was like round 7 when they called the fight. So they had to go to the scorecards. And when they went to the scorecards, they gave it to Navarrete. Now, they may have, and I'm not sure about it, they went back. Have they gone back and made it a no contest in a rematch, and they've requested the rematch? Or is it still a Navarrete victory? I don't know if
I honestly am not sure.
I don't know if they changed it.
And they said gave it to Navarrete, then a no contest.
Okay. So before all of that happened, the big controversy was that it was a headbutt. But clearly, upon several replays, it was not a headbutt. It was an actual punch. Okay. And if that is the case, if they have to stop that fight from an actual punch that was landed, then that should have been a Charlie Suarez victory. Again, judges didn't do their job correctly. Referee didn't do their job correctly. Okay. And I saw a lot of people, because we didn't come on. I don't want to say a lot of people. I saw certain people who were super duper fans of a certain somebody who also got a gift, asking why nobody's acting like, and nobody's saying anything about Navarrete and the decision that the judges made with Navarrete, and y'all crying about the draw, and nobody's saying anything about the Navarrete decision. Yeah, we did. We just wasn't on Sunday. But I saw a lot of people upset about it. Okay, it was a lot of people upset about that, because Navarrete should have lost that fight. Okay, it's not just your precious Tinkerbell. It's not just your precious Gervonta. that gets the criticism. Okay. Yeah. Top Rank and Neverett, they was on that bullshit last weekend. All right. Okay. Suarez clearly should have won that fight. Okay. So yeah. Anyhow, I see y'all coming in here. Y'all come on in the room. Yeah. So hopefully we can get the rematch sooner than later. However, in this rematch, we do have to take into consideration that Navarrete has a nasty cut that needs to heal. So we're going to see that rematch probably a little later because he has to heal from that cut. So that was last week's fights. Did you guys know that we have a fight coming up this weekend on the UFC card with Sergey Bohachuk and Mikel Fox? I know my friend was not aware about that. If y'all didn't know, there is a really good fight this week, tomorrow, coming on. And get this, it's gonna be a UFC Fight Pass card. And that's probably why you guys didn't know. But Michael Fox is fighting Sergey Bohachuk tomorrow. 10 rounds, junior middleweights. I haven't even gotten a chance because, like my friend said, life has been life and work has been killing. Friend, who do you have in this fight? We don't really talk a lot about Michael Fox, but he's a damn good fighter.
He is
damn good.
I hate making decisions like this because I like them both. I like Mr. Fox. I like Bocha too.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they knock both they self out. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a double knockout.
You got to pick.
Well, it seems the curse of the Eastern European may be over. So I'm gonna go with Fox.
You going with Fox?
For the decision.
Well, I want Fox to win, but Sergey, he has a loss now to Virgil, and he also has a loss to who did Bud fight? Who was the Eastern European?
But you
Madrimov.
He lost
right. He lost to Madrimov as well. So he does not have many more chances and shots. That's why he's fighting on a UFC fight card. Okay. So he's going for broke tomorrow. Okay. We're going to see what Mikel Fox's chin is made of. We're going to see what his boxing skills are made of tomorrow. I'm pulling for him to win. I really, really, really am. I'm nervous though. I'm nervous because Bohachuk, he can't afford to lose anymore. Not this soon. He can't afford to do that. I'm going out on a limb. I'm not going to pick with my heart. I'm going to pick with my head. My head is saying Bohachuk. My heart is saying Fox. I thought he lost to Madrimov. Oh, he didn't fight him?
That's how I thought I didn't think they had that fight.
No, he got 2 losses though. Or just one.
What's that one name that bust Tim Zoo up?
Wait a minute. Let me see. Let me go to his box rig real fast and see. Because I thought he had 2 losses. He does have 2 losses. He has a loss against Virgil Ortiz, and he also has a loss against, Brandon Adams. That was a long time ago. That was a while ago. But he does have 2 losses. That was in March 21st. Okay. He does have 2 losses, though. Okay, so I'm pulling for Michael Fox. But something in my mind is saying Sergey is going to win this fight tomorrow. So I'm gonna go with Surrey. Okay. Okay. So there we go. Okay, Bullet, I got it mixed up. Virgil beat Madrimal. Gotcha. Got it. And he beat Boachuk. Gotcha. Okay. Boachuk kind of did beat Virgil, but he got the victory. Somebody told me I need to watch that fight again, and I need to, because they said Virgil actually won that fight. So I'm going to go ahead and watch that again and see. Anywho, moving right along. Okay. Make sure y'all find that tomorrow. It's on the UFC fight card, Fight Pass. Those two are fighting tomorrow. There has been some, boxing news coming out. And let's shine a light on the girlies, because we are the girlies. And we have to shine a light on the girlies when they get some news. MVP, once again, is cornering the market with women's boxing. And they have added to their stable a woman UFC fighter. Okay, Holly Holmes has signed with MVP, and also Savannah Marshall has signed with MVP. And we've also got a fight added to the undercard of Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. Our cousin, friend of the show, Shadeja Green, is fighting Savannah Marshall on the undercard. Friend, that's big. That is huge. You know what, Eric? I don't know if she's boxing again, if she's come back to boxing, or if she's still with UFC and they're just representing her. I don't know. I didn't dig, but I will.
It's so crazy how MVP is coming through, signing up all the shit. And the lady that I can't mention no more still can't get over there with all them female fighters. Then they are sweeping up the market. And the lady that I can't mention no more is talking about how cute she look and how pretty she is. She got
a fight coming up too.
Okay. That's cool. I'm cool with that. Either way, friend.
Hello.
Oh, Pablo, thank you.
Pablo came through stomping like a big dog up in here with the 49.99. He didn't even say nothing. He said, just cuz. Do you know we appreciate that? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Man. Thank you. So, yeah, Holly wasn't no punk in boxing. That's how she beat the shit out of Ronda Rousey. She put them hands on Ronda, and then she kicked her upside her head. But yeah. So I don't know if she's coming back. Thank you so much, Pablo. We really appreciate that. I don't know if she's coming back to boxing or if they're just representing her in the UFC. I would assume she's coming back to boxing, because I don't know the UFC to have other promoters, outside promoters representing fighters. I think that's all under Dana in the UFC. I don't know, though. I would love to see her come back to boxing, though. That would be very interesting. And if she's smart, she know that's where the money is, over with MVP. So, y'all, but this Shadeja Green Savannah Marshall fight, this to me is a make or break fight for our good friend.
It because is. I know this shit was happening, and why you didn't tell me that before I'm nervous about that fight.
Friend, I am too. Okay, thank you so much, Pablo. Pablo say Holly done retired from UFC, so she back to boxing, baby. Listen, Savannah and Shadeja. Friend, that's gonna be a banger. It has the potential to be a banger. We haven't seen Holly Holmes, and I'm sorry, we haven't seen Savannah Marshall in a while. She had gone over to the PFL for a little bit, following in Clarissa's footsteps. I know you don't speak her name, but I do. And but she had an injury, And so now she's all healed up and she's returning to boxing, which is her first love, I assume. And she's going to get in there and rumble with Shadeja Green. Now, listen, I did not like the way Shadeja Green looked when she fought Franchon Cruz. And she ended up losing that fight. Then she came back and she has actually won herself a belt. And in that previous fight, the fight that she won the title in, she, to me, didn't look the best that I've seen her. She pulled out the victory, but she did not look the best that I've seen her. She gonna have to be in tip-top peak performance, in my opinion. Because what I do know is Savannah Marshall be throwing her hands. Friend, how you feel about this fight?
I feel like if I feel Canelo and Bud.
I need you to explain to me what that means.
I refuse. I feel like Canelo and Bud. Remember what I told you? What I don't want to see? Why I didn't want to see Budrick fight Canelo? All right, then.
No comment, Mark Nash. Is that what that means? No comment.
What more do you want from me, Tyrese? What more do you want from me? Because I don't want to say.
Here's the thing. This is the real thing. Shadeja is a lot, and I don't want to say a lot, but she's older than the rest of the girlies.
You done made my hair tighten up on me.
Don't you pull that hair out. Leave it alone.
You done made my hair tighten up on me. I just started itching. It's all just, I mean, I don't know where it came from. It just slicked up and got tighter.
We got to talk, friend. We got to discuss it. Look at Mark Nash. It's a talk show. Talk about it. You hush, Mark.
We ain't got to talk about nothing, dude. We didn't got to talk about nothing. You done made my hair tighten up on me, friend.
Look, this is the thing. We have not seen Savannah Marshall off of her injury. She's been on a long layoff, so we don't know what she's going to look like either.
Y'all always in a damn trick bag.
What'd you say?
I said, y'all always trying to put me in a damn trick bag. Because I'm reading these comments.
I mean, we don't know, Mark, if we're going to a Canelo Bud fight.
No, Mark Nash. No.
Mark,
my friend probably is going. You won't catch me there.
Mark, we don't know if we're going because we don't know where the heck the fight is going to be.
It's going to be in Vegas, and I'm not going.
Listen, we about to pivot since you uncomfortable talking about Savannah and Shadeja.
My friend, I just need my cousin to go in there and throw her hands. I know when she under pressure, she tends to stiffen up, and she can't do that.
She can't. She cannot. Because one thing we know is Savannah is going to throw them MNFing hands. Okay? Hard. But this is the thing. When Shadeja throws hers, she got hard hands too. She just can't have them in her pocket. She got to go out there and win me a baby. She gonna have to let them hoes fly. You know? She got to let them fly. And if she does what I know she has the potential to do, it puts her in a fabulous spot. Beat Savannah Marshall. That's a direct path to get you a Clarissa Shields fight. That's what you really want. So she needs to, she got to really focus, and she really has to get out of her head. Like, go in there and be man, say, you gotta, this is it. This the one. If you ever had one that you gonna let them drop, I don't want to say let them drop, Lord, I ain't mean that. This the one.
Yes, she did. You know exactly what the hell she meant. This the one you supposed to let them drop. Let them drop.
This the one. This the one. You cannot be gun shy in this one. You cannot. Mark Nash TV, thank you so much. He says, please match my donation to support the show. Y'all do what Mark said. Thank you, Mark. Thank you for the $2. Yeah, she, this is the one. She cannot have hesitation, like Marcus said. She cannot Yeah, check them gloves, Bullet, huh? So check Savannah Viking gloves. Yeah, all of that. She cannot be hesitant in this fight. She cannot be gun shy. She can't second guess herself. She has to trust her training and let them bitches fly. That's what she has to do. She has to do that. And I feel like she's been in enough fights now that she knows what she has to do in order to win a fight of this magnitude. She has to do it. She has to, and I think she can. She gonna have to show us all though. She gonna have to show it. So moving on from that. Hey, Mr. Big Play, thank you for matching that $2. Thank you, Big Play. Oh, Mr. Munt, he matched. Oh, Mr. Munt said I doubled it. Okay, what the fuck? He said, off topic, ladies. Is Frank still with man down, and is he still with Coach James? I know y'all got the inside scoop. Oh, go ahead, friend. I want you to answer that because
we gonna bring him on here and let him answer his own questions because there are questions that need to be answered. I am not the spokesperson for Mr. Frank Martin.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You'll be on Twitter talking about, I feel like I need to reiterate. Yeah, you are. Don't get shot now.
Friend, I don't let people talk about my folks like that. And when I feel like people is like trying to be rude, I don't let nobody be rude to you.
I know you don't.
So I feel the need to be overprotective of my folks. I didn't lay it off of it a lot, but the time will come where I'll be returning. I'm gonna be like Oshaki's sister. You see Nisha? You see Nisha? Nisha got on Twitter and forgot where she was at. Nisha don't care. My Nisha time is coming again. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get on there and do my thing, but people got to understand the questions that are being asked. A lot of them need to be directed to the promotional company. And I know y'all not gonna like for me to say that, and I know y'all be waiting for me to say stuff, but I'm gonna make him start saying stuff if y'all don't do something about it. That's just what that's gonna boil down to. But yeah, we're gonna bring him on here and let him answer his own questions. So y'all get y'all little questions in order, and whatever y'all gonna ask, we gonna.
So he had a two-part question. You can't answer neither one of them.
I could.
I'm trying, Mr. Munt. I'm trying.
I could answer those, but I can't because I don't know what should be answered out loud right now and what should not be answered. But I have the answer to both of those questions. My friend do too, since she's trying to put it all on me. But since she ain't gonna tell y'all that she know too, I'll take the fall for this, and I'm just gonna tell y'all, be prepared. We'll get him on here, let him answer his own questions. How about that?
How about that? We'll do that. We'll do that, y'all, so you can get it from the horse's mouth. Okay. And you're right, Mr. Munt. It needs to be discussed. It definitely needs to be discussed. A lot of people are thinking he's retired. We ain't seen Frank since the tank fight. He must be retired. He's not retired. Just know that. He's not retired and he's ready. Okay, he's ready to get back in there just like you guys are ready to see him back in there. But the business of boxing is doing business of boxing type stuff. Okay, so we are not at liberty to share what we know just yet. Hang tight. Hang tight, y'all. Hang tight. Tevis Smith, thank you so much. Baby, Tevis came in. He didn't say Nathaniel. He just got friend. We had this discussion before we had this discussion. You thought I wasn't gonna see you.
Mm-hmm. You start asking me questions, friend, and I can just feel them there. It's like somebody is pulling them, friend. It's like somebody is pulling them.
Y'all, we had a discussion before we came on here. Her hair was so cute. I said, don't you get your behind up here and get the digging in your head before.
I just understand. I worked a 65-hour work week this week. And I don't know, a lot of people don't see those many hours in a week's time. I worked a 65. Well, it was close to 70. It was close to a 70-hour work week. I'm exhausted. So, like, there's things that are happening to me that I don't know right now. Okay, so just let me be. If you look up and they down, they just down, friend. It was cute.
But you get on me when I have my hair down. You be like, stop touching it. Still leave it alone. You always touching on
This
it.
band got two more turns on it before y'all look up. But my hair long. That's all I can say.
Why
And
you
by,
put it up? You should just let it be out, friend.
no,
Let it
no, no,
flow.
no, 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 no. I'm
It's
about
so
to because
cute.
it's just it for real. I really, friend.
I knew she was gonna do this. I ain't
I
studying you. Thank
tried.
you.
I did
Thank you, Ted. I asked to
try. I
see.
did.
Thank you, Tavis. We
Mm-hmm.
appreciate it. He didn't say nothing. Tavis just came in and threw down a 50 piece on the table. Blah ass. Thank you, Tavis. Thank you so much. Mr. Big Play Bray, he came back and he said, I'm gonna match these $2.
That's so,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Bray. You hit them $2.
Thank you. And Mark came back with another $2. He says, match me to get the ladies, the Bud versus Canelo. Yeah, because I want to go. I want to see that.
Y'all get my friend out there. Cause I'm not finna go watch my cane get stretched out in front of all y'all. So y'all can come back in here Sunday and be laughing at me.
Friend, you ain't gonna come with me?
I am not. I shan't. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. It depends. You gonna take me back to go get me some more Brussels sprouts?
Yeah, we going back to the Brussels sprout. Yeah, we going back to sugar cane. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do that. Yeah, I can do that.
JP City came through with the $4.99. He said, salute to the queens. Boxiana, you cannot say you a Nello fan and not attend the biggest fight of the year. We need these jokes for the content.
No. See, here's the thing. I know what y'all trying to get out of me by getting me to go to that fight. Y'all know, I think all y'all collectively know what's gonna happen, and y'all want me to come in here with my shades on. But see, the thing about me is y'all don't realize. Hold on.
Dre Finest, thank you so much. He said, fine, Boxiana. And I think he wanted to say, sweet Nik-J. Match this nickel. Love, peace, you dig, for the ladies. Thank you so much.
I keep some shades close by. So y'all must understand. I'll come in here just like this. I'll sit here with y'all just like this for however long we here. I'll have conversation with y'all. Y'all ain't gonna look in my eyes. Y'all ain't gonna see the tears that's gonna be falling behind these shades, boo-boo. And I'm gonna have my ski mask on. So y'all already know it's gonna be some real trauma in here. I'm gonna have my glasses and the ski mask on. There will be no face, no face, no case. Ain't that what they say?
JP still say, we not saying we want to see a crash out or nothing.
Y'all be wanting to get people cussed out, and I don't understand.
It's so entertaining, friend.
Yeah, just get a Deontay Wilder fan in here. That's all I need. Since y'all be wanting to go hard, y'all love that till I start getting on your favorite fighters. Then when I start getting on y'all favorite fighters, and then all of a sudden I'm the bad guy, ain't that something? How that work?
Y'all leave her alone because she hadn't said nothing about him in a long time. And you do know he has a fight coming up, right?
Yeah, I saw it.
He has his surgery that's in the past. He says he's feeling better than brand new. He's back on his Wilder wrecking train.
Who's the trainer?
I believe he's still with Malik Scott.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Thank you, Scarcities. What's EBT? I don't know what that stands for, but thank you.
Do we look like we make too much for food stamps? Scarcity.
Sorry.
We make too much.
I didn't even know that
we'll spend your EBT. I don't mind spending somebody else's food stamps.
Either.
You almost choked me up. See the Lord said, I'll say something. See, I'll be back.
See, you done got my friend choked up, Scarcities. Why would you do that? So listen.
I almost damn near died right then. You got it though. Took the air right out of me because I know I was going to say something real messed up. He choked me up right there, friend. He snatched it. He said, "Nope."
Because you were about to go for the jugular. That's why.
I was fixing to say something really cuffed up, and he snatched it right, pieced me right on the throat, friend. And here we are.
So okay, that's that. Okay. What were we talking about? We were talking about before Wilder. We were talking about MVP. We were talking about Shadeja Green. that card is shaping up to be an excellent card. Our girlfriend of the show, um, Dallas's own Shay Metcalf, is also going to be on that undercard. So, they're building that fight up to be a fabulous fight. Also, and I don't want to really talk about it, and the only reason why I'm bringing it up is because we're talking about MVP, and he is their founder or whatever, but he is about to fight a former real boxer in Chavez Jr. I don't even know when that fight is, but whatever. Jake Paul is fighting him. Whatever. Moving forward, I just wanted to throw that out there. There was a little press conference this week. Ring Magazine press conference this week. And Shakur Stevenson, Edward Berlanga, Hasma Shiraz, William Zepeda. Okay. This fight is going to be in New York City. I want to say Queens. They're going to be in an outdoor stadium. Okay. Turkey is bringing new venues into the boxing spaces. All right. And not just like Barclay and, inside arenas. He's apparently he likes the outside arenas. And so he's putting these gentlemen in an outside arena. Press conference was this week, and I made some observations. Friend, how did you feel about that whole press conference? I know how much you love Edward Berlanga. How did you feel about the press conference?
It was dusty. I didn't like it. Anything that Edward participates in, I don't like the fact that he gets to drop the N-bomb so freely, but he doesn't use the hard ER, so I guess I got to give him some type of reprieve. I don't like that. You use that word amongst your friends, okay? Not on national television where other people can hear you, Edward. You use that at home around your mom and them. Shiraz had that shit on. I liked the whole everything he had. I was like, okay, Mr. Shiraz, go ahead. I hope he beat the brakes. When I say I hope he beat the brakes, I hope Shiraz beat the brakes off Edward Berlanga. Retire him. Don't just beat him up. Retire him. Make him never want to box again. And I just don't like him. I didn't like none of the vibes that Shakur had. I don't know what his deal is. I wish he would quit telling people that who he gonna stop. No, you not. You got a better chance of stopping your car in traffic than you stopping somebody. You looked up with Padley, and it took you 9 whole rounds to stop somebody that everybody knew that you should have stopped in like the 3rd or 4th round. And when you stopped him, you celebrated like you were in a really, 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 really tough fight. Don't tell me that you're going to stop somebody. I don't want to hear you say that, Shakur. Go in there and say, I'm going to beat the brakes off of you. That I believe. Tell me you're going to outbox him. I believe that. You telling me that you're going to stop something?
Did he say he gonna stop him, or did he say he gonna step on him?
Same difference. Same difference.
I'm trying to help him out, friend.
You can't help that out, friend. You can't help that. You can't help that. Now you got to stand on business, Shakur. You're going to have to stop him. And you're not just going to have to stop him a little bit. It's got to be devastating. It's got to be something that the boxing fans going to be like, shoot, Shakur that. Shakur that. It's not. It's not. I'm not pleased. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm tired of him saying what he's going to do, and then he don't deliver it to me. I'm going to step on him. I'm going to stop him. No, you're not. Every time Shakur talk, you remember when Smokey Mama said, make it enough? That's how I feel when I be hearing Shakur. Make it enough. You better hope Cepeda is old. You better hope he got too old to be able to remember who he really was initially. If he can't remember who he was initially, you're safe, Shakur. If it just so happened that he just go to sleep and wake up and remember who he was maybe about 7 years ago, your ass in trouble. That's just what that is. Hopefully he won't go home and have those type of epiphanies. But if he do,
Well, I, I'm not a fan of Edward Berlanga either. I have not wanted someone to get beat up so bad. I can't remember the last time I wanted somebody to lose the way I want Edward Berlanga to lose. And I don't just want him to lose. I want him to get beat up. I want Shiraz to beat him up like he had beat up Ammo. That's really what I want. If he could do that again, I would be so pleased, so thoroughly pleased. But he was too big for Ammo, in my opinion. He's going up to 168, and this is his first fight at 168. But I really want him to do something bad. Let me not say do something bad. I want him to beat him up. I'm not a fan of Edward Berlanga. I'm just not. And then he didn't make anything any better with his shenanigans at the press conference. You pointing at this man like you got a gun and doing all this old extra stuff. Sir, sit down. Sir, sit down. I'm embarrassed. Sit down with all of that foolishness. This was not the time. This is months out. Okay, we're not even in the week of. If you wanted to pull some bull like that at the damn presser before the fight, 2 days before the fight, then I could understand. But all of this right now today, boy, shut up. Get somewhere and sit down and act like you have sense, please and thank you. Shiraz was looking at him like you're an uncivilized pizzle. Get somewhere and sit down. What are you doing? This man had on a nice double-breasted satin suit looking real sharp, like I like. He looked like he Tony Montana relative or something. Got his nice slick back, his nice suit at the press conference, and here you come with all this foolishness. Sit your ass down somewhere and get some decorum. Golly, they make New York look really dusty. They make all of New York look like dusties that have just dusty thugs. That's what they make New York look like. And I know people in New York, and I know all of y'all don't look like that, but they don't represent y'all well at all. It's just ugh. Just ugh. Anyway, I would love for Shiraz to do something bad to that man. That's what I'm hoping for. Anyway, I know y'all all ain't that way, but that's what he makes it look like. And I just, ooh. Anyway, what I also noticed in that face-off, friend, I don't know what's going on with somebody.
I'm telling you, somebody that got pinched on the throat that the Lord don't want you to say it. Choke you right on up. I don't know what happened at that presser, but I don't like Edward Berlanga, and I'm really feeling questionable about Shakur. And if Shakur know like I know, he better go in there and pray and save over the mans. Get that new pope to come bless on him, because he gonna need him.
What I was trying to say before I was rudely grabbed up by my vocal cord was in that face-off with Shakur and Cepeda. Zepeda's bigger, and he ain't scared at all. He's seething. He's prepared. He's faced left-handers, I want to say in his last 3 fights. He fought Tevin Farmer twice. And I know Shakur is probably a little bit better than Tevin Farmer. He's probably not going to engage as much as Tevin Farmer did. But at some point in that fight, he's going to have to fight. And there comes a time in every fighter's career that the boxing skills will have to move to the back burner, and we're going to have to see you fucking fight. If Shakur is who he says he is and who his fans think he is, this is the perfect fight to show it. If he is not, we are going to find out. We are definitely going to find out. I've seen a lot of people say they weren't really interested in this fight. I have been interested in this fight since Zepeda has been his mandatory. I was very disappointed when it seemed like he was ducking. He didn't want to fight Shakur. I was disappointed with Zepeda because I thought this was a really good stylistic matchup for both of them. This gives Shakur the opportunity to fight somebody who's going to make him use his arsenal. Okay. I don't believe Zepeda is going to be like Edwin De Los Santos and put his hands in his pocket. I believe William Zepeda is going to fight the way he always fights, and either Shakur is going to be able to handle the pressure or he's not. I don't know yet which way I'm leaning, but I think this is going to be a very good fight. I want to see Shakur do what he says he's going to do. Scarcities, it's not that I'm doubting him. I just want to see him do it. I want to see him do it. And I believe that this is a good stylistic fight. That's all I'm saying. I think it's a really good stylistic fight. I wanted to see him and Kid Austin. I thought that would be a good stylistic fight for him. So I don't know. I won't say Zepeda has no power. I'm not going to say that. Tevin Smith says, from dusk to dawn, it's going to beat Shiraz. Ugh, don't say that. Thank you so much for the $10, but don't say that. Anyway, so as the fight looms closer, we'll give predictions as we see the weigh-ins and all that good stuff. But what I will say is, I don't want to hear nothing about nobody's hands. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear anything about hands being brittle or hands getting hurt. We've heard that for the last how many fights that Shakur has had? And he's saying that his hands are fine. So I don't want to hear that. I feel like that is a ready-made excuse that he uses each and every time he has a fight that doesn't go the way fans want it to go or doesn't go the way he wants it to go. That is the excuse that he comes with every time. I don't want to hear that anymore. I don't want to hear that anymore. Okay? Don't want to hear that anymore. So we'll see. Yeah, if his hands hurt, baby, y'all thought Devin was running. I'm just saying. I did want to talk about this as well. It looks like Ryan Garcia is trying to scurry his way out of the back door from that rematch with Devin Haney. And I just want to bring to the forefront that it wasn't Devin Haney that wanted this so-called tune-up fight before the rematch. That wasn't on Devin Haney. That was Ryan Garcia. And because Ryan Garcia has lost, there are rumblings that he and Oscar want to renegotiate and not fight next. How do you feel about that? Do you think Devin is owed his rematch?
Fine with that. You know your ass can't win without that damn drug. What we doing? We don't have to revisit that, friend. No, thank you.
But what happened to all the people that said Devin needs to get it back in blood in the ring? What happened?
He lost to Rolly. That's what happened. When he lost to Rolly, all that stopped. That's just what that is.
So y'all gonna let him crawl out the back door? Okay. was one other thing that I wanted to touch on before we get up out of here, because it's been kind of a light week. Tank Davis and Lamont Roach have finally announced their rematch. And it's going to be August 16th, I believe, in Las Vegas. And I'm really happy that they're rematching right back. And there's no in-between fight, because we see what could happen in an in-between fight, right? So I'm very happy that they finally came to an agreement and that they are getting back in the ring against each other on the 16th. That fight with Jake Paul apparently is going to have to wait a little bit longer, because folks are really in denial about that being a thing. I don't know why, but they're really in denial about that being a thing. Y'all, that was a thing. I mean, I went back and forth on Twitter for a little while with the nutritionist who was asking me, why is it such a bad thing if he fights Jake Paul? Really, son? But let y'all tell it, that wasn't a real thing. Okay. Anyway, kudos to them for getting right back at it. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the buildup of this fight. As we've been on the show, I believe Tank Davis actually tweeted, and he hasn't done so in quite some time. So we're getting the rematch. That's my brother's birthday too. So might be in Vegas. I don't know. Friend, how do you feel about this rematch?
Good for them. Let's get it on. I'm not turning down no fights and wondering and questioning what's going on. Let's get active. And Tank better get in there and windmill till he can't no more. He better not get in there and let Lamont dude live up like he did this last time. That's what I do.
I know this is early, before we've seen anything from either party. How you feeling about that? If you had to pick today,
I'm going with Tank.
Okay, all right. And I okay.
But my betting mind got other plans.
Okay, cool. I also wanted to just point out the discrepancies. I also wanted to point out the hypocrisy, because I saw somebody saying Clarissa Shields needs to mind her ego won't let her go over there and sign with MVP. She needs to go over there and sign with MVP. That's where all the fights is for her, and her ego just won't let her do it. And then in the next breath, had the R damn audacity, as you say, the R damn audacity to say, Turkey don't have to be involved with no fight with Tank and Shakur. Turkey don't have to. Tank ain't got to go over there to Turkey to fight Shakur. Why would he do that? Why would he do that? Why would he do that? If this person can provide you with more money than the person that you are signed to, and they are willing to work with the person that you are signed to potentially give you more money than you've ever made before, what reason would you have not to deal with that person? Especially since he already deals with other boxers that fight for the same promotional company that you fight for. What is the problem? These excuses are really getting out of control. And I know you feel away, friend. You posted something on Twitter about Turkey, because you have gotten off the Turkey train. You have left your seat empty. How do you feel about that? Do you think that's another excuse, or do you think that's plausible for him to?
I think it's plausible. I think Turkey is ruining boxing.
Why?
Because, friend, he just ain't doing stuff right.
What is he not doing right? What is he doing different than any other promotional company?
You know what? I mean, he's not getting no excuse, and it's not doing anything different than these other promotional companies. The difference is, I'm PBC American. They can do those kind of things. The rest of these folks, not so much.
So you're on the Patriot bus.
I'm pretty much,
Okay. Okay.
pretty much, pretty much. That's where I'll stay. Cause
Okay.
I didn't like that shit that he pulled in New York.
What did he pull in New
I
York?
don't like you blocking out the street for you 25 of your homeboys in Elmo. I didn't like that.
So for the so
I don't,
you ready to throw the whole Turkey al-Sheikh regime in the trash because you didn't like a new thing that he tried?
yep, and I don't like that shit that he doing with Dana White. There's a whole lot that
You
I could.
don't even know what it is,
Yeah,
friend.
well, you know what, friend? Guess what? I'm old and like my granny. I don't like new shit. That's what my granny used to tell me. I don't like new shit. So guess what? I'm gonna stay like this for a temporary time being. And no, he ain't making the fights that's supposed to be happening. He making a bunch of shit, and it
What are the
looked
fights
like,
that are supposed to be made?
huh?
What are the fights that you want to happen that he hasn't tried to make happen?
There and tried to swoop up the Shakur, Tank and Shakur. There's a bunch of fights that can be made that ain't been getting made, friend. Devin and
Well,
Tank, like it's a lot of stuff.
okay, so he tried to make the Devin and Tank fight. And Tank, what did Tank tell him? What did he say?
Yeah, I need some of them too, friend.
Okay, so we can't say that he's not trying to make the fights. And the two fights that you're
What
talking
about
about,
Canelo?
I'm sorry,
What about David and Canelo? Why he didn't make that?
because David moved to 175. And
Oh.
if you gonna task him with making that fight, y'all not gonna task the PBC when they both were on the PBC?
We're gonna task people who's trying to step up for the task. If you gonna say you gonna make it, make it. If not, we're gonna give you the hard time about it because ain't nobody else talking about even making it. It's you putting the discussion in people's voice boxes. So let's get active. Yeah, you gonna
Well,
take off for it.
well, friend, that would be great if David was still at 168.
Ooh,
He's not.
okay.
Now, what I will say is I am not in agreement with what seems to be him freezing David Benavidez out at 175 because he forced the WBC to strip Bivol. I ain't really feeling that because it feel like he finna block David Benavidez out. So for that, I ain't feeling that at all. Because I understand why David pushed his hand. But that all really falls back on PBC as well. Because the whole time David Benavidez was at 168 at PBC, Canelo was over there too. And they did not force that fight when they should have. So I can't put that on him. Again, I cannot. I just find it very interesting that there is this. It's yeah, it's so easy. It's so easy. Anywho, yeah, it's easier to fight the devil you don't know than the one that you're familiar with. So I get that. I get it. 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 Is there anything else that we missed, y'all? Did we miss anything else, guys? Because I know we have been off since
Boxing
last.
clothes, shoes. I would have been able to keep up with some stuff, but it ain't real nothing going on. Hell, Diddy and his damn bucket is taking over the airwaves. Shit, I'm tired of them and Hallie and DDG. I can't keep up with all of the drama with the nieces, Megan and Tori. And you know what? Can I close? Can we close?
Go ahead.
You know, y'all know me. I started out with y'all. I rocked with a whole lot of y'all. Y'all was my people for a long time. Then I got to sit back and like really look at some of y'all, and I'm kind of side eyeing a lot of y'all, and y'all don't like women the way y'all say y'all like women. Y'all don't, because y'all any opportunity you get to try to jump on the team and bash a woman, y'all take it. And it be the people that be around here that be doing it the most for me. I got a name for y'all. And I've been calling y'all this for a while, and my friend, she hates it and she frowns her face up. But I think y'all are a bunch of Mitches. Y'all like men, and that's cool. Undercover brother. Just don't do that around me or where I can see it. Because me, I'm gonna call you out about it. I'm gonna tell you how I think you weird, how I think you a woman hater, how you use your opportunity to bash women when you could find you something else to talk about. But in the meantime, in between time, stop being a Mitch. We have enough Mitches in the world that we don't need anymore. Be different, Mitch. A man bitch. That's what a Mitch is. Mike Thrill. It's a man bitch. I don't want y'all to be Mitches. Please stay out of female discourse. Like, y'all can talk about some of the stuff that's going on. But when you start like making like hate campaigns and speeches and videos and 5 and 6 hour lives about how you hate Megan Thee Stallion and Tori should have shot her other foot off, and like Tori's not in jail for shooting Megan, you guys. Y'all need to get the facts straight. And that's the thing. Y'all don't have a lot of facts. Y'all just like being woman haters because y'all like men and you're uncomfortable with your sexuality. So with that being said, y'all enjoy y'all week. I got another 65-hour work week coming up. So I'm gonna be just how I am on Friday when y'all see me again, how I was tonight. So y'all enjoy y'all week. Do not be a Mitch. Get some real bitches around. That's what y'all really do. Cause y'all ain't got none. And I'm starting to wonder if the women that y'all have at home is ugly. Cause only men with ugly women get on the internet and try to clown other women. Cause real men ain't got time for that. So y'all enjoy y'all night. That's who for whoever want to take it. Y'all know how I feel. Be safe when you try to reply to me. Cause I don't have a low button. All my buttons is high. So, y'all have a good week. We'll see y'all back on Sunday. We maybe, we might see y'all back on Sunday, depending on what it is discussed. But I tell you what, by the time we get back in here Sunday, it better not be no Mitch activity because we don't like Mitches over here. Okay? Okay.
Okay. Well, what my friend said. What my friend said. And if y'all notice, we really don't. We try to stay away from the commentary that that doesn't involve boxing, because it can be a very touchy subject. It can be a very touchy subject. And I know sometimes black men specifically feel like there is an attack on them and their manhood sometimes. But sometimes a motherfucking man be on that bullshit. Sometimes motherfuckers be on that bullshit. Sometimes two things can be true at the same time. Sometimes there can be a plot against the black man, and sometimes that black man who did something wrong, his ass need to go to motherfucking jail. Sometimes, two things can be true at the same time. I'ma just say that part. But yeah, them people who have been convicted and they in jail, and other people try to come back after the fact and say this is what they heard and all of that when they had all the opportunity in the world to say these things, and they just saying it now because brother did whatever he got shanked while he was up in the pen and whatnot. Stop shooting at women. Stop shooting. I said this years ago when the shit first came out. I said, for her to get any kind of empathy, she had to die. It wasn't sufficient enough for her to get shot in the foot and shit. She had to fucking die, basically, for being a hoe. Is what y'all telling me. Say, man, y'all got it. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. I really really be wanting y'all to rethink before y'all actually say stuff out loud. Sometimes everything ain't meant to be put out into the masses. Sometimes. Because I hate looking at folks sideways. I really do. I do. But sometimes I just be like, damn, not him. But it be like that sometimes. Anyway, y'all, enjoy your weekend. Have a great weekend. Again, there's a UFC pass fight tomorrow that I think a lot of you guys did not know about. Michael Fox versus Sergey Boachuk. It's coming on tomorrow. So do yourself a favor, because I think that's going to be a really good, interesting fight. And depending, like my friend said, listen, work has been working us. Okay. We are working women, professional women. Okay. And it's a little bit busy. It has been. So we may or may not be back on Sunday. Hopefully we'll be back. Okay. We'll be back. But don't be mad if we not. Okay. Because we love y'all. We really do. We love y'all so much. Anyway, keep your notifications on. Make sure you don't miss us if we do pop out again. And we'll sure see you guys on next Friday, because next Friday, who do we have? Angelo Leo is fighting next weekend. It's gonna be a little bit dry next weekend too. Josh Taylor fights on the 25th. Maxie Hughes fights on the 23rd. It's gonna be a little bit dry next week too.
So maybe y'all might not see us, and y'all might see a bunch of shorts.
Okay, maybe we'll do that. But what we will be for sure is back in full effect, because on the 31st we get that really good card with Caleb Plant, Resendez, Charlo, and Lamont.
We might be at that card. Wow.
We shall see.
Be at that card.
We shall see. Oh, it's not dry for the UK boxing yoga. We'll have to see what's going on over there. I think Galagos is fighting over there too. Anyway, we love y'all. Hit that like button on the way out, please, and thank you. And y'all get the clicking on them videos that y'all haven't watched, because I see the numbers. Okay. We love y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.